Saints, they've got Wellens at full-back. Then the three-quarter line, there's a change in the centres. Willie Tallow replacing young Stephen Tyra. Otherwise, it's unchanged. Standoff, Leon Price back at Odsal and Sean Long. Up front, Nick Fozzard, Kieran Cunningham and James Graham. The back row and loose forward, Gilmore, Bennett and Clough. And on the bench, Sculthorpe making his return alongside Roby, Hargreaves and young Frodsham. Well, the penalty has helped St Helens piggyback their way downfield. This is Graham, now it's Long. And Leon Price went to go left, went up the middle instead.
He's going to be the key player for Saints tonight. As I mentioned before already, Leon Price, he'll try to pick out Justin Harris.
It's Mike Bennett playing it loose forward tonight. Kieran Cunningham gets the ball away to Sean Long. Long then gives it to Graham. Went for the return and got it because the ball went backwards. Leon Price tries to get out of trouble, makes a quick play the ball. Here is Wellens, it's Graham on the charge, and Graham will score. Will he the first try?
Tremendous effort by Leon Price. Look how he gets up to his feet very quickly. No first or second marker. Paul Wellens sees that. The offload to the big fella, and Graham in for the first try. It's a big call. The guy didn't move. It wasn't as though he moved into him.
This is Wellens. Well, you can see just how much the wind is blowing from left to right and at St Helens' backs in this first half with the sheer depth that they got on that penalty kick. Good defence again from Bradford. Gilmore's progress is halted, being turned and turned and turned by Burgess. Eventually he goes down in the tackle, that's the second. And St Helens will go down the left-hand channel with Bennett. Cunningham in at dummy half again. Joint 9th club record appearance holder is Kieran Cunningham. Ball is fed out to A.D. Gardner, and Gardner scores for St Helens. Second try for St Helens.
Superb rugby league football. Watch the pass. Misses out the man. Oh, tremendous stuff. Langley just slips.
I thought that was a fantastic try in very blustery conditions. The skill to get the ball out wide to the winger. Long, of course, running straight to begin with, holding in the defenders, and then shifting it to Gardner, who I thought finished really well.
So St Helens with their tails up early here, despite the fact that Bryn Hargreaves is on the field for the injured Nick Fozzard.
It just shows you the importance, though, of having the ability to have a runner that knows he's not going to get the ball goes across him, misses the man out, creates the overlap.
Here they come again, they're attacking down this right flank once more with Gardner. Gardner looking to come in field and does, gets the ball away to Matt Gidley. There's an obstruction there, was there? The crowd thinks so. Doesn't matter, the ball is stripped, it's 6 to go. 6 to go for St Helens, and they're 10 metres away, 9 metres away now, because Clough has just gone a few metres further forward towards the Bradford line. It's Cunningham, back it comes to Long. Long then finds Leon Price. Leon Price feeds Wellens. Wellens gets the pass away to Tallow. Bradford with it all to do to keep them out. Price, short ball, no, he gets it long. Comes in field to Hargreaves again.
Bradford's defence around the play the ball area is shocking. Saints are just controlling everything from there.
It's Cunningham, but this time he's all wrapped up. Kieran Cunningham. That's the 4th tackle, this extra set of 6 that was given them. Long will stab the kick in. That's another knock on. In fact, that's a penalty under the sticks because Newton got a hand to it.
They've got Bradford on the rack at the moment.
This is Gilmore.
Watch for the dummy runners yet again.
Problems for Terry Newton. He's come off and his arm is looking a little bit limp, the right arm, as he comes off. He's obviously in some distress. Here is Long again. Finds Leon Price. Leon Price to Gidley. He flew out of the line. It was Shontaine Hartley who flew out of the line to try and bring him down. This is Price. Price trying to jink his way to the line. Takes the 4th tackle. This consecutive set of 6 that Bradford have got coming against them. Paul Clough, the dummy half. Now it's with Sean Long. And Long trying to wriggle his way free. Goes down on the last tackle. Cunningham waits the dummy half. Back it comes here to Gidley. High kick from Gidley to the corner. It beats everybody. It's Leeds against the Melbourne Storm, and there's the telephone number 0844 477 7113 if you need any information at all about that. There's a big error from James Evans. This is Tallow. And Melly from dummy half. We'll have a scamper at this Bradford defence. Gets them within a couple of metres of the line. Roby to Graham. And Graham is held up, is he? Or has he got the ball down? No, he's held up. Just the right side of the whitewash.
Good work by Platt.
Oh, he's hurt. Graham has been twisted and he's hurt there. Long. This is Leon Price. Price then gives it back to Gilmore. And Gilmore will go in for the St Helens try. Lee Gilmore.
All came about by this shocking error by James Evans. Gave him the position and the possession. But this was good build-up by Saints. Again, use of the dummy runner. Look how he comes out on the outside. That is very poor defence, I'm afraid. Gilmore comes on the arc. Dummy runner comes through. Great work. Fantastic stuff.
Well, there's a mistake there from Simon Finnegan. He lost the ball in the tackle. That's why St Helens have this possession.
Oh, what a hit.
A bang! And it was young Gareth Frodsham who really felt that. Up!
Don't worry about it. They know he's got a great talent.
Godwin to Harris. Harris fires the pass back. Chances here. It's Evans! Evans with the try for Bradford in the corner. We're right on the brink of half-time here. Will it be a kick and chase? Yes, it will. And Leon Price is after it. Oh, it's a dodgy one for Michael Platt, and he's been missed in the tackle. So Platt will come forward, and Platt will go down, and that will do us for this first half. Deacon again. Deacon gives it some width and finds Harris. Harris then finds Michael Platt. Michael Platt gets the ball away to Sykes, and Bradford score with their second set of 6 in this second half.
That indicates how strong the wind is there. It went forward about 5 metres and was blown back.
James Graham again. 53.5 minutes without a break. Roby, because Nick Fozzard is off the field and will not return tonight. Long gets the ball in field. Good defence again from Bradford. Only 6 points in it now. Roby. As Bennett plays the ball, there was Price, that was Sculthorpe. Good ball to Gidley.
It's important now that Saints keep camp down there. Short kicking game. It'd be a stabbing to the ground if they go for that option.
Oh, Long, he's gone inside one, they've missed him. And Long is pulled down just in front of the goal line. This is Roby, and Roby!
Held up, is it?
Yes, he is. Last tackle. 10 metres back.
This will probably help Saints, actually. Give them a little bit more room to play around with.
Well, that won't, because that was a pass from Price, and he had nowhere to go.
He's marshalled his troops. Okay, they were a little bit off the boil in the opening 20 minutes of this game, but slowly but surely they've consolidated. I liked the shape last week, and they seem to have lost it, but this second half, it's a different Bulls outfit.
Francis Melly for St Helens. There goes Roby. Picked out of the air by Hargreaves. On his knees, he gets it away to Leon Price. Roby again.
Great work from the hooker.
Great ball to Long. Good ball to Wellens. Good tackle by Paul Sykes. Price, Long. Crossfield kick, that will hang in the breeze. It'll skip off the turf as well. Roby is there to try and keep the man in the in-goal area, and they do.
Saints just look for one quick play of the ball in all of those 6, and when they get one, then they become dangerous. It was Francis Melly who came up with a quick one, and on the back of that, they got to the other end of the field and put in the dangerous kick. Have got the ball back. Here goes Tallow.
What a wonderful ball round the corner from Melly to Tallow that was. There's Roby. St Helens now threatening the line. It's Gilmore. Gilmore goes down. The second tackle. Roby in at dummy half for St Helens. Long is looking busy on his right-hand side. There he is. Gets the ball away to Paul Wellens. Wellens has got Deacon on his back. Big Joe returns to add some weight for Bradford. This is Graham. Back it comes to Long.
He caught it.
He did. Caught it before it hit the deck. No, he didn't. It's a knock-on. Last tackle here for St. Looks exhausted, doesn't he, Graham? And Long in centre field can only just try and gain some ground for his teammates. And Michael Platt. Oh, loses it in the challenge. Here's Sculthorpe. Tackled by Dave Halley. St Helens with numbers here, offside, and I think a yellow card coming in.
Yeah, professional foul. And they're
Long
back
here with an important kick to stretch the lead to 8 points. Stretch the lead to 8 points, he does. More news from the sideline, and Bill.
Well, Steve, I mentioned Nick Fozzard. He is actually back out of the dressing room, but playing no further part. And the other absence is Gareth Frodsham, of course, with that, the after effects of that almighty hit from Sam Burgess, and I think they're going to keep him out of the firing line.
What a great kick, and what a wonderful
That's a knock on.
Oh, it is.
It was only a little one.
Harpy.
Massive lift to St Helens. You'll see Saints kick out the set again, play plenty of skill, and will play. They'll not try and protect the lead by just keeping the ball under the jumpers and kicking out the set. They will actually have a crack at Bradford. Another score filling the who knows.
Well, just putting the ball up the jumper isn't St Helens' way, is it? This is Cunningham. It's Kieran Cunningham, and Cunningham, I think, has got that ball down.
I think you're right.
It's a try for St Helens, and the try that could easily win the match.
They've been picking up crumbs all the second half. Good sides make sure you get points when a chance presents itself. Sheer power. Halley tried his damnedest. Scrags him round the head and the neck, and the numbers couldn't get to him. How many times has he salvaged a win for St Helens by that same play? Time and time again, year after year. What a servant the hooker has been. Never really utilised. It's kicking early in the tackle count before the wingers drop back in defence. The wingers will be doing that now, and oh, that's a bad error there from Lynch.
Lynch drops it. St Helens swoop again. It's in their possession with Roby, 7 minutes away from the victory. Leon Price. Here's Paul Clough. James Graham has returned to the fray. He's had a 10-minute breather, and he's back out to see the game over and see them home. Sculthorpe ducks the head, takes the challenge.
Looking for work now, which will be pleasing to everybody at St Helens.
Here's Graham again.
He's been the key though, hasn't he, Cunningham?
Cunningham to Leon Price. Leon Price round the corner. Somehow Matt Gidley hangs on to the ball. Here's Cunningham again. Fires the pass. Sculthorpe. Out it goes to Gardner. The referee hasn't shouted forward, but he can't go for a forward pass.
I don't know what he's inquiring about.
He wants a word with the touch judge, and the try is chalked off.
Little doubt that it was a forward pass. There's Scully. Oh, now then, momentum comes into rule.
That's never a forward pass.
Well, the momentum, you're right, Eddie.
That's never a forward pass.
Poor pass.
It was, and Finnegan almost buried in the mud by James Graham. Last tackle. Here's Harris to Sykes. Second try for Paul Sykes. He brings them back on the inside. Here is Burgess. Burgess keeps it alive. Here is Harpy. And the ball goes to ground. St Helens have it back. And that will be the match. So, Steve-O, who's the man of the match tonight, in memory of Mike Gregory?
It goes to the hooker, Kieran Cunningham. He turned this game with one little run from the dummy half, but throughout, every time he's been out on there, he's just marshalled everybody, and he is the reason why I've selected him. There's plenty of stars out there. I thought Sean Long showed up very well, Leon Price as well. And I must say that the turning point, as far as I'm concerned, was when Cunningham ran from dummy half, and that'll do it.
Yes, that's the match. Daniel Anderson has come here with St Helens and has won the game.